Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. I hope everyone is doing fine. Yes, excellent. So, here we go. I am love, discernment, confident, resourceful, assertive, and unstoppable. A beacon called to share my light and talents with the world and to be real, generous, and inspiring. My name is Catherine Hidalgo, and I am here to do the Free Fridays readings. I already have two questions for those who may not be able to attend, time difference because of the time differences. So here we go. The first question is from Jennifer, and Jennifer wants to know, what am I not understanding or seeing? So let's see what Dream Dust has to say. Jennifer wants to know, what am I not understanding or seeing? Okay. What does Jennifer need to know? What is the response to Jennifer's question? What is Jennifer not understanding or seeing? Okay. And interesting. Listen, this thing is incredible, you know. Would you believe, people, that let's straighten it here, that I drew this card about an hour ago. This is the Seven of Sea. This is a card that speaks about illusion. That is quite interesting. There is no such thing as coincidence. There's no such thing as coincidence whatsoever. It really is speaking about illusion. This is a waterfall. It's a beautiful, delicious waterfall. And there is a lot in it. Number one, you see this shape, this form, yeah? And it comes all the way down here. This camera, this camera sometimes bugs me. Hello, Shivani. Are you able to see my comment? Shivani, I'm not yet seeing. Shivani, I'm not yet seeing your comment. Let's wait a bit. And you may have to retype it. In the meantime, what I am seeing here as the answer to Jennifer's question, first of all, Jennifer, you need to tap in more. You need to tap in, you need to go deeper into your intuition. And actually, that is a double-barrel question, because it's what you are not understanding and also what you are not seeing. Okay, there is a mystery that is clear, and I am seeing this S-shaped, clear S-shape in it here, from here all the way up and back. You should be seeing it as well, and then coming down here. Do you know who in your life, whose name in your life begins with S? Shivani, I don't respond to those kind of questions, eh? And I have to tell you quite bluntly, that is ridiculous. I have to interrupt to tell you that is ridiculous. What kind? No, I don't respond to such questions. You have to know, and you have to decide what kind of man you want in your life. Okay? Right there, you are giving your power away. And this really, really bugs the hell out of me with women. You are leaving yourself open because basically you could get garbage, because you have no criteria whatsoever. So I strongly suggest that you go back to the drawing board and you sit down and you decide on the characteristics of the kind of man that you want as a boyfriend. First of all, let me just tell you something. Any man that you want as a boyfriend has to have a job. Okay? He has to be living on his own. He has to be responsible for his life. He has to have projects, he has to have goals, and he has to be at least achieving something in his life. He has to know where he wants to go, and he has to be on the ball. Meaning he has to already be practicing this. He has to be responsible for himself. The next thing is, when you meet this young man, and when you meet his parents, the way his parents live will tell you exactly who he is and what he's about. So basically, if his parents quarrel and argue and so on, that is how he grew up, and that is what you can expect him to be if you decide that that is the person for you. If you do not notice any love at home between his parents, his aunts, his uncles, or whatever it is, that is what you can expect, because that is the atmosphere and environment in which he grew up. Anything that you notice, and do not let anything pass, because then that will make you an ass, basically. So if this person makes you feel uncomfortable, if this person that you meet is unable to deal with difficulties, is rude, is to someone for no reason, if this person is unable to keep their temper in situations, stressful situations, or snaps at you for no reason, all of those things, young lady, are red flags, and all of that is telling you, run the other way and drop him like a hot potato. Okay? Right. I don't respond to those kind of questions. You need to take your power in hand. You need to decide and write your list. What is the person? Kind, honest? Does the person have integrity? Is the person, do you have an active lifestyle? And what I mean by that, are you physically active? Are you interested in your health, in your body? And all of these sort of things. You have to decide what you want. Do you want the person to be physically active as well? Do you want to have children? Do you want to have a man who is interested in having a family? Are you an educated young woman? Consequently, do you want to pursue a career, and would that person be willing to support you, or is that person also on the correct path as well? Do you like to go out to parties? Is that person someone who prefers to stay at home and read? Then the two of you are not going to get along. Does that person have a certain cultural background who expects you to stay home and cook and clean and be a maid for him? Then, and you on the other hand like to party, or you like to go out with friends, then that person is not for you. What is that person's values? What are their values? Do the values match your own? All of these things you have to be paying attention to, Shivani. So I suggest that you get cracking, my dear, and you write down the list. That is the end of that. Okay? Beautiful. Now, so going back to this card for Jennifer. Jennifer, I will have to pull 2 cards for you. So, this beautiful card. This is a beautiful card, but the not but. I'm still working on not using the word but. So the question is, what am I not understanding or seeing? Yes, there is a lot of illusion there, and you are unable to see through the waterfall. You have to step into the waterfall, Jennifer. There is a dreaminess there that is wonderful, but there's also a lot of chaos. You have to think things through. A lot of things are going to be presenting themselves to you, and you will have to make a choice. The thing is, though, that when you make a choice, Jennifer, and I'm saying all this, but I do have to check to ensure that I am being heard. The kilobytes per second are telling me that it's working. So, although I'm not seeing it on the control on my phone, I'm just gonna go with it, huh? Okay. Because of the illusion, Jennifer, you, qu'est-ce qui se passe? Because of the illusion, you may find it difficult to make a choice. Because some of the choices and opportunities that are going to present themselves to you, they may not be clear, because you will be seeing through the eyes of illusion on the one hand, which may create a problem. That's the issue there. That is the biggest issue. So you are right. So this, and because of that illusion, you will have to measure the consequences of your actions very carefully. So with that in mind, my dear, we are going to draw you another card. Okay? And your next card is, oh, I see what's happening here. All right. Okay, Jennifer, right now, what you are experiencing is an initiation. That's really it. That is what's happening. So I will okay. So I will pull a card. I will pull a card for you after this one. Okay, the volume is fine. All right, so we'll turn off the volume now that I have verified it. You will not be able to see clearly right now, Jennifer. You have to go through what you are going through. I want you to look at it carefully. The environment, everything is not clear right now because of the initiation period that you're experiencing. You are going through a transition. This is the end of a cycle. There is a lot of potential at hand. You know, and I know, that this period of darkness leads to healing and light. There is a lot of change on the horizon, and big transformation, my dear. If you look here carefully, you will see that a door, this golden light indicates that a door is already ajar, and it will open further once you go through this passage. It's sort of, I was going to say it's sort of halfway, or you are halfway through this period. What else do you need to know? That basically is why you cannot see clearly. So because of this, communication right now for you is extremely important. And you know as well that there's always light in the darkness, no matter how bad it seems. Okay? Let's see what else. Let's see what else Dream Dust has to tell you. Oh. Okay. Um, Nine of Fire. This is your next card, Jennifer. Nine of Fire. And Nine of Fire is basically saying that you are straddling many worlds at the same time and juggling far too much. You have feet, even though as a human being you have only 2 feet. You keep going through different passageways, dimensions, timelines, and I'm actually seeing where you are in 4 different dimensions. This is interesting. And you have gone through a 5th. So we know about the 3rd dimension, we know about the 5th dimension. You have gone through this, you are going back and forth through the 3rd, 5th, and 7th dimensions, and this is creating some difficulty. Okay? So what is needed is, and you're juggling far too much. You are juggling far too much. Because of this, the situation has become rather complex. And what you desire, what you want to achieve right now, is creating a delay. Basically, you are going to need to tap into your inner wisdom, connect more with your higher self and your intuition in order to see what you need to see. The pathway is difficult right now, and you do need to take time to rest. You also need to ground yourself, my dear. I know it's incredibly hot in Italy right now and the heat is affecting you. You have to take time to rest a lot. You are not resting enough, Jennifer, and that is part of the problem. So you need to calm down, calm yourself. Notice this here. There is a lot of light on both sides of your head. On the right side, there is some hearing. Are you experiencing some hearing difficulty? Because that is what I'm feeling. There is this huge boule. What is it? What is it in English? Bubble. There's this huge bubble of light on your right side, and it's coming from your right ear. And then there is this, actually I see it as a caterpillar. That's interesting. So there's something to do with your hearing, and caterpillar always means change, of course. Transformation in progress. This is really complex. I don't know what you're doing there, girl. This orange, of course, is all about creativity. Let's see, what else do you need to know, Jennifer? It's time to chill out, actually. It's time to chill out. You're doing far too much. There is this business with your hearing. You need to pay attention to that. All of this, oh God, what is the word in English? Okay, so let me try to think of it in French and then do a translation. Yeah, it's really a big transformation all around. But you are connecting on too many timelines, and you need to pull yourself back and really chill out. Okay? Okay, so now we on to Miriam Santana. Miriam has a question about Puff, her dragon, who is starting to show itself. Okay? So what does Miriam need to know? Oh, Miriam, my dear, Puff is actually your wind horse. This is the wind horse card. This is the wind horse card. It's a beautiful card. It's all about rainbows. That's always what I see on this card. It's so gorgeous. It's all about moving ahead. Wind signifies thoughts. You need to charge ahead and stop for no one, nobody. Everything is fine. You are ambitious, opinionated, and full of life. Don't allow anyone to stop you, hinder you, cause you to pause. You are determined to win. However, the question is, and this is the response for Puff, because Puff is, you ride Puff, and Puff is going to take you there, straight ahead. Be mindful of others as you charge ahead in a colorful blaze. So the question is, my dear, what is important to you? That is the big question. What is important to you? What are you prepared to do in order to move ahead? In order to take charge? What are you prepared to do? What I know is not even what are you prepared to do, you know, is what are you prepared to risk in order to have things your way and in order to create the life that you want to. That is what is going to dictate your pace. You are in charge. That is what I mean when I say be mindful of others as you charge ahead. Hi, Adrienne. Okay, all right. So I'll be with you in a sec, Adrienne. Just finishing up with Wind Horse. Now, Miriam, notice these beautiful, I really want you to see these colors well. Okay? The card can be like this, it doesn't matter. What I'm interested in is that you see the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blues on the card. Oops, 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 oops. I just shifted myself out of range. Okay, all right. You're welcome, Adrienne. There's a lot of creativity, a lot of heart. And I'm talking about higher heart and compassion. You're a very compassionate individual. You actually try to hide it sometimes, perhaps because you feel taken advantage of. Green is also the color of the heart. So we have the two hearts present here. We have the pink and we have the green. So the green is the color of your normal heart. Pink is the higher heart, which is world compassion. No one can take advantage of you, you know. However, now that you have your Puff the magic dragon with you, you can ask him to take over. You can ask Puff to take charge. You can ask Puff to shield you from negative forces. You can ask Puff to do anything basically, honey. And all you have to do is speak. Puff is a magical being, full of wisdom, and just ask. Dragons are here to bring wisdom, to share their wisdom. That is their purpose and their only purpose. That was interesting. So, Miriam, as soon as I said that, I felt a tickle in my throat. What are you not speaking? What are you not letting out? What are you not communicating? This is important, Miriam. Okay? And The only way that you will know anything at all is by asking. The only way that you will be heard is by opening your mouth and communicating. This is really important. This is very significant. This, okay, I understand while speaking, sharing, communicating may make you feel uncomfortable. You have to step into it. Dragon Puff can help you with that as well. All you have to do is ask. That is his purpose. Very cute, actually. All right, Miriam Santana, that is the end of your reading, my dear. I hope it was all clear. I didn't take note of what time. I think it was about 15 minutes when I started, Miriam. Okay, so I have to write this down. You know, Adrienne, what I would like you to do, I have two questions. Let me ask the same of Miriam and Jennifer when they come on to look at their reading. What I want from you, Jennifer, is one word to tell me what you need help with the most. One word. And I also want to ask you, Jennifer, to leave a review on my page about the reading. I tend to forget to ask this, so now I'm asking everyone who comes on to and hears their reading, say if it resonates, and leave a review on my Facebook page. Same thing for you, Miriam Santana. What I would like you to do is leave one word in what area you think you need support. And if this resonates, if the reading resonates, I want you to leave a review on my Facebook page as well. That goes for you too, Adrienne, my dear. I want you to leave one word, Adrienne, in what area, one word in what area do you feel you need support. And I also would like you, Adrienne, to leave a review on my Facebook page. Okay, so you, my dear, you want to, okay, great. Thanks, Adrienne, I appreciate that. Okay, so how are those changes going for me? You have made changes at work, and you want to know how they're going for you. Okay, all right, so let's see what Dream Dust has to say about that. You don't need to ask for forgiveness. If you've made changes, that is fantastic. And this is why, you see, let me explain something before I respond. When I do readings, particularly when I do weekly readings, because things change all the time, when you make changes in any area of your life, even if it's the same area that you requested a reading on, as soon as you make changes, things change, and consequently the reading may no longer be valid, which is why when I do the weekly readings, it's only for a week. Sometimes it's just for 5 days, sometimes at a stretch it's for 7 days. Okay, nothing is static, because life changes all the time, because we human beings change, which is pretty fantastic. It's pretty friggin' fantastic. Okay, so I have made changes at work and I want to know how those changes are going for me. Okay, Adrienne says she's made changes at work, and she wants to know how they are going to work out for her. All right. All right, balance is required, my dear. I actually have 2 cards. I actually have 3 cards for you. This is interesting. This is interesting. Okay. So, I better start with the other one first. It will go in this order. I got the Tower for you. So whatever changes you made, my dear, have broken a lot of it seems you've broken the mold. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. And things are or were tumbling down. The tower is crashing. This is a even though this is a significant card, it's a major arcana card. It is all about change. It's all about the difficulties that presage. Oh gosh, what is this? Is the word that keeps coming to mind? Foretell, that foretell change. Now, while this see this? That's a being here. Okay, that's a figure that is walking through the change, and it's moving from left to right, which is great. Left is the past, right is the future. I have never seen this being on this card before, so that is fantastic, and it's leading towards an open door. It's okay. Where is it? See where this finger is here? A doorway is ajar, it's open, and it's shedding light into the situation. This is great. Things were tangled, and you probably felt as if you were walking a tightrope or a tight beam or whatever it is, a cross beam or whatever. There's a lot of light now in this card, which means that changes are already taking place. Hi, Sangeeta. So, the Tower says that great changes in life were taking place, causing a lot of distress and creating a lot of despair. However, the end is in sight. Apparently, from what I'm seeing and feeling here, there was a particular individual who was creating a lot of who was responsible for a lot of distress. Don't worry about that individual anymore. That's what I'm going to say about that, Adrienne. That is being taken in hand. What you need to do now, Adrienne, is create balance in your life. You take a stand, you take a peaceful stance. A very peaceful stance. And you create balance in every area of your life. In spending, in the emotions that you feel and experience about certain things. Chill out. In your reactions, in your thoughts, be calm. Strive for a peaceful way of being. Look to the future, because I see, this is also, I've never seen this on this card again. This is also beautiful because I am seeing golden sun rays. The sun is rising. See this golden? I've never seen that on this card before. That's the sun rising here. Great, excellent, all right. This is really very different. I've never seen this on this card. 2 of Earth says balance, good time management, healthy boundaries. You, young lady, I've spoken to you so often about boundaries, Adrienne. This is the time during this period when you need to create those boundaries. No, I cannot help you. No, I cannot listen to you right now. I am busy. Please come back. No, I do not appreciate this conversation. Please change it, or I'm going to take a walk. No, I do not accept this. No, I cannot do it right now. I'm sorry, that's not really my cup of tea. So I'm going to leave you all. That's what I mean by drawing boundaries, Adrienne. You need to do that some more. Pay attention to the synchronicities that are taking place right now. Look for them. You will find them. Duality, when I speak about duality, I'm talking about yin and yang, black and white, ups and downs. Look for balance. Just the way that the river could be at different stages at different times, so you need to go with the flow. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing waves, whether it's up and down, whether the waves are up and down, ride it. That's basically it. Ride it. Don't allow yourself to get upset, because you allow these things to affect you. Don't allow yourself to get upset. When you feel it, stop, pause, count to 10, breathe for 10. Whatever it is to create the balance within you once more. And just ride it. It goes up, ride it. It dips, ride it. Ride it out. It's gonna be fine. Here's your next card, girlie. Oh gosh, I lost the screen again. Okay, but I can still hold up the card because I'm seeing myself in the thingy. So this is another card for you, Adrienne. 10 of fire. And 10 of fire is saying you are about to create a new chapter. You are about to set the stage to step into a new segment in your life. All you have to do, young lady, is follow and heed. You see, the thing with this camera is my finger goes one way. Okay, see this? Follow your intuition. That is your path. Follow your intuition, which means listen. Sit and listen. Stop doubting. Do not doubt. Listen to it. Your intuition is always very, very quiet. That inner voice, it's your soul voice. It's always very quiet. It tells you what you need to know. Fire it up. You are fired up. I love it. I love it. I love it. Creativity. That's what the orange background here means. Creativity abounds. It doesn't really matter who or what is there. Who or what, because I heard the word crab. Somebody's crabby. Forget it. Hi. How are you? Have a beautiful day. End of story. Keep that smile and make sure that it's genuine. Keep that smile on your face all the time. If you can't keep the smile on your face, make sure that you are smiling inside. Have a wonderful, joyful memory when you have to deal with this particular individual. Focus on that joyful memory while you are dealing with this individual, and the energy that is going to emanate from you will be joy. Nobody can beat that. Okay? No one can complain about that. There will be nothing to complain or bitch about. Yes, hard work is required and you work very hard. You do have to watch the stress. There is no need to stress yourself out on negative things. There is something, as you know, called good stress, where you are so focused and passionate about your work. That is good stress. Make sure to get a good night's sleep. However, it is time to lighten your load in this new chapter that you are beginning. It is time to release the burdens that you have been carrying. You need help. Ask Spirit for support. Ask and you will always be guided. You will always receive the help that you need in one form or another. Achievement is on the cards. All you have to do, girlie, is persevere. I found a quote from a new teacher, from the first mentor, in fact, of my new coach. And I wrote the quote. Let's see, where is it? And the quote said that success is at the end of Perseverance Street. Don't you love it? Hi, Sangeeta. Hold on a second, girl. You heard that, Adrienne? Let me write that in the comments. Let me write that in the comments for everybody. Success is at the end of Perseverance Street. I love it. I love it. That, ladies and gentlemen, heed that. That is the message for you today, Adrienne. Success is at the end of Perseverance Street. You are on the right track. The changes that you have made at work are going to take you to the success that you desire. Persevere. Okay? All right. Yes. So remember to leave a review on my Facebook page and write that one word in the stream here, Adrienne, on what you feel you need. Don't think about it too much. Just put it in one word. What do you need support on? I did a poll and I'm trying to get it just right to go forward. All right, girlie? Fantastic. Okay, I'm so glad I'm speaking to you. So, Sangeeta, when will I have my own house? Sangeeta, what do you mean? All right. You're very welcome, my dear. You're very welcome. Go to it. Go to it. Go to it. Okay. So, I've lost the thread thingy again. Okay, here it is. Don't stop for anybody, girl. You took action, and you see that? The changes have already begun. The changes have already begun. I love it. Okay, so Sangeeta wants to know when she will have her own house. I don't know what you mean by that, Sangeeta, but I am going to ask the question. When will I have my own house? So Sangeeta, the question is, no, the assumption is that you have already made plans. You have already approached a realtor, a real estate person, and or is it that you simply want to move out? I don't know. However, I am going to ask the question. Sangeeta wants to know when she will own her own house. Alright. Sangeeta, my dear, I get 4 of fire for you. I could have told you the answer already without drawing this card. 4 of fire says that you need to create a solid foundation in your life. First, you are not solid. You are Well, it's silly to say, um, not silly, however, it's a term that is used by men, so I won't use it here because it's very belittling. All right, that's a term that men use about women to put them down. So what I will say instead is that you fly off the handle too much. You get too excited, and when you get excited because you are angry or emotionally disturbed, you lose focus. Basically, what I'm hearing is that you allow a lot of people know your triggers, and family know your triggers. They trigger you a lot. You fly off the handle. You lose focus, and then that makes you even more upset. Yes, see this? See this? 4 means foundation. Fire means you're a very fiery individual, lots of passion and etc. Wonderful. Yes, you want to spread your wings and fly. And you say when. You have to spread your wings and fly now, my dear. You don't wait. You don't have to wait. You have to imagine it. You have to envision it. You have to start focusing on exactly the kind of house you want, how much you want to pay, the neighborhood in which you want to live. You have to focus on all these things, Sangeeta. You have to see it. You have to live it in your mind. You have to see it as if it has already exists. And in order for that to happen, young lady, you need to write it down. You need to write down how much you want to pay. You need to write down the cost of the house. You need to write down the monthly payments. You need to decide what kind of furniture that you want to have. If you want a garden, you need to envision the garden, draw it, sketch it, or find magazines that have a garden that looks like that resembles what you want. Go into House and Garden or look on the internet at real estate that's being sold in your area, and find a house that attracts you, and then fine tune it and look at decide on the color, come up with all the furnishings that you want. From the outside, go in right in. Bathroom, bedroom, kitchen, every single thing. Imagine it, and start preparing for it as if you already have it. That is going to bring it to you faster. Right now, and this is the foundation that you must set. You got to celebrate life, my dear. Create partnership and harmony in your life. I'm seeing a home and a marriage on the cards. That's great. Is that what you want? If that's what you want, you need to focus on that as well. It will all come together in good time. You keep saying when. There is a desperation in this. There's a desperate feeling in this. And when people are so desperate for something, they don't usually get it. Why? Because you are pushing it away. You are pushing it away because of your desperation. Desperation is a very negative emotion. Okay? So you have to be careful with that. And start throwing a lot of love into it. This is your desire? Wonderful. Okay? All right. So, what else do we need? What else? So, Sangeeta, tell me if tell me if this resonates with you. Because if you are already married, my dear, then something else is happening there. All right? And it's important that actually, I feel as if some communication is not going well at all. Are the two of you on the same page? You and your husband? That is the question. That is my question to you. Are the two of you on the same page? Sangeeta? There is either some mixed communication there or poor communication. The two of you have to have the same goals, you know. In order to move ahead, you have to be walking side by side. Yes, Sangeeta, talk to me. What's going on? Did what I say make sense at all? Did anything that I say resonate with you? Let me know. Something is going on there that is not clear, and I am not seeing your comments. Let me see if you made any other comments down below here. All I'm seeing is hi Sangeeta. I just did the reading for you. You want to know when you will have your own home. I just did the reading for you. Okay? So you can come back. In fact, wait for the replay. But I think, people, that is it. Okay? So on that note, I'm gonna say toodaloo, ciao, take care everybody, till next time.